So the fact that we were just barely making enough price appreciation, yes, the headlines were saying we were making new highs, and indeed we were, but we were being pushed up by the tide of the trend rather than actually having some, motion that brought us up to this ascending level of resistance. On a nice channeling stock, we want to see things going up to resistance, back down to support, up to resistance, even if the channel of support and resistance is going up or down. You want to see that oscillation. And we just have not been seeing the pullback oscillations that we would want to see for a nice, healthy channel. All we've been seeing is the expansion moves. And so this whole thing, the whole book was leading us up, and I've been saying it for weeks, that we need a correction. And I think this is the beginning of the correction. I mean, this signal that we got last night after the market closed was not a weak confirmation signal. It was a very strong confirmation signal. So I wouldn't be surprised. Let me throw my rainbows on here. I wouldn't be surprised.
Rainbows,
Rainbows. That's
rainbows.
right.
Give us. Aren't you working on something on a tool with
A
the
tool
rainbows?
and a little like ebook on it. Um, so yeah,
Nice.
you can see we've pulled back, and we got to see where we wind up lining up. This is going to be very telling. If we pull back to this magenta zone, which is just about here, let me zoom in. This is dumb. I don't want you to have to stare at this tiny little screen. Here we go. If we pull back and find our bottom in this magenta zone, we're finally going to get a nice strong signal about this uptrend that we're in. We'll start to believe that uptrend more if we reverse in this zone right here. So where we reverse next is going to be big. If we pull back into the red zone, well then it's quite possible that for the next, weeks, if not months, that we kind of get stuck in a sideways choppy kind of market, right? If we start to dip down below this red line here, which means we dip down below this bottom reversal from the previous, end of June, if we dip down below here, well, now we're starting to get into what we call trend reversal territory. And ultimately, if we wind up, you know, below $5,868, you could round that to about 5,870. If we start to play around below that level, again, it's time to think about, take your risk off, put your money back into your mattress, or go bury it in the backyard because it looks like we're in correction territory. So we're going to watch where we find our bottom reversal, because it could mean anything from, reinforcing the uptrend to, hey, we're going to, stay in this sideways motion for a hot minute, to hey, it's time to go think about all different strategies. Let's start shorting the market.